up, Toby?
You good?
You're good. All good.
Hope the floor's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic.
Annihilator?
Yeah, Annihilator. Yeah. I got a new one for you this tournament. All right, as we get settled here in the Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada for today's matchups, we're streaming live on our 2026 YouTube channel. The handle is now at Love17-Melissa26. With 188 subscribers, 201 videos, up about 6-7 from the start of the season. So let's text those family members, get them all subscribed and cheering from these virtual sidelines with all of us here on the court this morning. All right, welcome to the first qualifier tournament of the season, Red Rock Rave. Let's cheer them on. They appreciate every post, comment, share, like, retweet, smoke signal you've had for these student athletes in 2026. Today's run of show is as follows: 9 a.m. Play against Idaho Crush, a 10 o'clock play against Wave out of San Diego, California, and then third and finally at 12 o'clock, we have our third and final match of the day. That'll be against Shockwave, which is out of Wichita, Kansas. So the season record across all 24 matches stands at 14 wins and 10 losses. I'll leave you the stats here at the beginning of the match as I'm now entering my volleyball dad area. We got our down ref making her list, checking it twice. And we are ready for play. 3-day tournament. Today will determine our run of show for tomorrow and on into Monday, the third and final day of Red Rock Rave. There are 3 total bids available throughout the course of this tournament, and that will determine our future path. And these girls on the hunt for a bid to go to Indianapolis, Indiana, for the girls' junior national tournament. First serve up from Idaho Crush is set by Marley, touched by an eye over there. Hit goes out. And off the hands of LOVD. On the court, our starting lineup, we have our middle blocker, Abby Harrell, number 17, flanked by Marley Bemis, our setter, our right side hitter, Jaden Meyer. The back row, we have our libero in the blue jersey, Gabriella Kumagai. The hit right there from Tristan Bailey, number 22, taps that up and over the net. And we got an eye up there at the front. Serves hit that back left corner. Point, Idaho Crush. 3-0. Point Crush. Marley with the back set to Jaden. Point, LOVB. Abby Harrell, number 17, checks out. Liliana Swanson, number 5, our middle blocker, up in the middle position. Abby comes back to serve. One serve and 4. Nice block by middle blocker. It's in the job description. Number 5, Liliana Swanson, otherwise known as Lil Nasty. All right, point Idaho Crush. Abby now checks in. Abby checks out. Gabby checks in. Gabby for the pass, Marley for the set. Anaya for the hit, touching hands. Point LOVB. 3 serve and 5. Jaden checks out. Number 86, our lefty setter, goes back to serve. And number 21, Sydney Neely. Outside, right side, up of the net. Late serve is good. Nice short set by Layton. Well, middle Lily, and hits it down. Point LOVD. All right, number 7, Anaya Thornton back to serve. Serve is good. Pulled at the block. Point Idaho Crush. All right, side up. Serve goes to Anaya. Leighton cross court to Tristan. Back set to Sydney. Oh, here we go, bro. Side out here. There you go, Gabby. Nice set by Anaya. Tristan gets it over for the kill. Point LOVB. Lily checks out. Abby checks in. Gabby back to serve. Gabby, our 5'3" libero, also defensive specialist. Ball comes down in favor of Idaho Crush.
Here we go. Press and block that. Nothing comes over.
Nice kill by Tristan, number 22. Tristan Bailey, future Division I Notre Dame volleyball commit. Our setter, Marley Bemis, number 12, comes in. Leighton checks out. Sydney checks out, and Jaden checks in. All right, nice serve down the line, pushed into the campfire. Set by Marley. Blocked at the net. Point Crush.
Oh, y'all, let's cover, let's cover.
Well, we're going to continue to have them play like there's no net tomorrow. Catching hands, up ref calls it. Point LOVB. And there's nothing we love more than points. 7-11. Again, free slushy. 7-11, ball goes out. All right, number 22, Tristan Bailey back to serve. Ball lands in the right back corner. Point Crush. This team of 12 athletes are Bollywood stars. All right. Overpass goes out. Up the net. Abby's flanked by Marley Jaden. We have Gabby flanked by Tristan and Anaya. 13 serving 8. Set by Marley to Anaya's good. Nice block. Nice block by number 17, Abby Harrell. 6'4", Division I commit. Oregon State Beavers. Nice touch by Jaden over. Point Crush.
Oh, let me put your hand on that.
Ball goes a bit long. Point Crush. We're going to take a taco bout at timeout. Here's the lineup for our 13 talented student athletes in this 2026 season, representing SC Rockstar Love 17 Melissa. We got a whole crew of parents here on the court, backed up by all the grandparents that wanted to join us. Blessed to have them cheering on these athletes on the court. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. And we're going to see them bump it like Beckham right here. Side out. All right. Ball goes off Tristan's hands into the back. Nice. Lands on the edge. All right. Line ref called ball out. 17 serving 9. Stay calm and volley on. All right, Crush is having a block party and we're not invited. Keep calm and volley on. Yes, There's our block party. It's in the job description. Nice block by number 5, Lily. Jade and Marley, check out. Sydney and Leighton, which is Brazilian for big pork. Wearing that here, Leandro. All right, into the campfire and out. Nice short set by Leighton. Big pork. Nice. Oh, no touch though. Set by Leighton, hit by Sydney. Pass by Gabby, back set by Leighton. All's good. It's up, in play, and free over. Nice block. Block goes out. Oh, that's a good classic. Take one out of the tool bag. Yeah, I got to tie my shoe. Slow it down. Nice touch by Anaya over for the kill. All right, ace, ace, ace. All right, closing the gap, down by 9, 12-7-21. Nice dig by Gabby. Long set to Tristan, touches it. Short set to Lily, keeps it in. This good side of the fire line. Anaya Fortin, number 7. Division I UC Irvine Anteater. Up the serve. Blocked at the net. Back set to Sydney. Oh, just a little out of reach. All right, team motto, good vibes and high fives. Tristan catching hands, Lily checks out. Abby checks in, Gabby back to serve. Abby's flanked by Sydney and Tristan. All right, hit goes long and out. All right, we've cut the deficit down to 7, 15-7-21. There we go. All right. Ace, 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 baby. She is the ace of base at 5'3". All right. Oh, all right. Taking out the baller camera. Our baller camera may be out of commission and not pointed correctly. Sydney with a bomb. Well hit, Sid, from the right side. Okay, Sydney and Layton check out. Big Meal and Big Pork, a couple of big players. A couple other big players checking in is Marley and Tristan. Marley also a Division I Oregon State Beaver commit. Stands at 5'11". All right, 24-7-17. Serve comes to Anaya. Marley with the back step over to Tristan. Woo! Tristan's hitting bombs. All right, close the gap to 6. Again, best of 3. First match of the day. First to 25 wins the set. All right, ball kept over on Idaho Crush's side. That gap has shrunk to 5 now. That's what happens when you stay calm and volley on. Tristan's serve is good. Marley for the set to the middle and comes down within 4. Quite the run. But we're only 60% of the way there, so. All right, ball comes down in the right corner. First set goes to Idaho Crush.
You're sure? You gotta fix the collar, man.
That's on the judge.
All right, momentarily we'll be going into our second set. First match of the day of 3. Again, run a show, play, ref. So immediately after this, they'll play Wave, and then at noon come back and play Shockwave. Volleyball Academy hails from Wichita, Kansas. Yeah, I don't cut it out because Huddle cuts it all out. Oh yeah, we got some love here on the court. A whole lot of LOVB. Often is the case, parents divide and conquer with the crazy amount of travel involved in this highly competitive sport of volleyball. Oh, we want to say hi to Mom out there. Hi, Mom. All right, let's get ready for the second set. We're going to serve up some good laughs, and the girls are going to serve up some good volleyball. Got a question for the group. Day without volleyball, what does that make? What does that make? A day without volleyball, Toby. What does that make? It makes 1 week. That's all right. My love language, volleyball and puns.
Let's go.
All right, 14 days without volleyball. That makes you want to go play Fortnite to pass the time to the next match. But we're on into our second set here. Up at the net, we got Abby flanked by Tristan and Jaden. Marley's serve is good. Marley for the set to Tristan. Oh, block comes down in favor of Idaho Crush. You've got to be kidding me right now. It's volleyball time. Back set to Tristan. Overpass from Idaho. Short pass to the middle. We're going back to Tristan. Hey, if at first you don't succeed, try again. All right, tied at ones. Tristan back to serve. All right. Miss hit at the net in favor of LOVD. All right, on the scoreboard in the right way, 2-7-1. Oh, comes down hard into the campfire by number 17 on Idaho Crush. Tied at twos. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's... All right, serve goes to Anaya. Back row attack by Tristan goes long. All right. Gabby checks out. Lily checks into the middle. Abby back to serve. Lily's flanked by Anaya and Jaden up at the net. Abby's serve is good. All right. Fails connect, rolls it into the net. Point LOVD. Uno, dos, tres. Let's see a pair. Yes! Miscommunication on Idaho Crush's part. Self-service must have been a little weak. Point LOVD. All right, three of a kind here would be great. Overpass goes. Yes, blocked at the net. Joust, two. Again, three jousts at the net. All right, balls up. Three balls it over. Oh, comes down hot. HOT. And we better NOT let that happen again. All right, Abby checks out. No. Nice hit by Anaya. Ball goes long. All right, we got a big pair here, Big Pork and Big Neil coming in. Jaden and Marley stepping down. Big Pork up to serve, lay tall. Serve is good. Yes. Yes, nice block at the net. Ball rolls over the back of the head. Point Crush.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Good pass.
Stay calm and volley on. Long set, outside hitter. Neely comes down. Brings the hammer. All right, tied at 6s now. All right. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. You got a little 6-7 action going on. A little 6-7. Anaya Thornton back to serve number 7. Lolly pops it up and over. Out. Ball goes out. No touch. Point LOVB. And I can't tell you how much we LOVE these girls. Oh. Hit comes down through the block. Point Crush. All right, 7 serving 8. Layton with a long set to Tristan. Tristan raining fire, catching that back corner just on the other side of the fire lane. Point Crush. To tie it up at 8s. Why 8s? 8s are great. Again, long set. If it didn't work at first, they're going to try it again. Yes, nice push. Nice set. Yes, and it is a block party. The hand said to the ball, you shall not pass. Gabby Kumagai, number 2, back to serve. Lily checks out, Abby checks in. Ball goes just on the other side of that back line. Now tied at 9s. All right, looking for a reverse sweep here. To race to 25. All right, free over. All right, in system. Nice, yes. Oh, and they push it to the back corner. Crush takes the lead by 1. There you go, Tristan. Naya with a short push over. Nice block at the net. Doesn't catch anybody. Doesn't catch anybody looking.
Right here, right now. Coming to you, Chris.
Nice short set. Again, ball goes long. All right, timeout. We are going to talk about some of these parents that have decided to join and support. We're going to get a big wave, a big hello. Hi, neighbors. Hi, everybody. All right, say hi to everybody. You can see there's a number of folks wearing some pretty sharp attire. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Into our second set, 12 serving 9. Oh, all right. Idaho Crush for the ace. All right, ball on court. Redo. Thirteen serving 9. Abby's flanked by our setter Marley. Another outside hitter, Tristan, gets the set and the touch over. Oh, that one by number 17. Got to work at shutting her down. All right, we have Anaya Thornton checking out. Ava Safel checking in, number 4. Hails from Miracosta High School. She is both a designated specialist and libero as well. Nice slide by Abby. Woohoo. That was just as good as those sliders at Gordon Ramsay's last night. Clean, crisp, fresh. All right, Marley back to serve. Serve goes long. Working out a small deficit of 5 earlier than they did in the first set. In position, in range. Nice hit by Jaden Meyer. Yes, blocked at the net. Ball goes out. Lands on the line. In favor of Idaho Crush. Nice short set by Marley to our middle blocker, number 17, Abby Harrell. Worked in favor of LOVB. Score correction, now 12 serving 16. Tristan Bailey back for the serve. Tristan served down the line. Clean. There we go. A little out of system work. Ball goes long and out. Point LOVB, now a deficit of 3. All right, point LOVD. Tristan again, a serve down the line is good. Number 17 hits it long and out down her line. And Crush, with now a lead of 1, has chosen to talk about it. Might be a little glimmer of the huddle over here. Coach Melissa Boyce running her drills, talking to her team, and setting them up for success, both on the court and in life. All right. All right, serve goes to Gabby. Over serve over the net. Over pass over the net, rather.
Come on, y'all. Let's walk that. Let's walk that. Nothing comes over.
All right. Yes, there we go. What time is it? It's tool time. Gabby checks out. Lily checks in. Abby back to serve. Marley with the set to Anaya. There you go, Abby. Way to dig it. I can dig that. Oh, but can you dig it twice? Abby checks out, Gabby checks in. Serve goes to Anaya. Marley with a short set to our middle blocker, Lily. Oh, nope. All right, 27-16. Overpass by Anaya. Gabby gets it up. Tristan for the set to Anaya. And Idaho Crush unable to return it. All right. We got Big Court coming in. Big Neil stepping on the court. Leighton back to serve. Our lefty setter, number 86, hails from Marymount High School. Serve is good. All right, 21 serving 17. It's a race to 25 in the second set. Leighton with good cross court. There we go. Atta girl, Sydney Neely. Bringing it down. Anaya checks out. Ava Safel, number 4, checks in to serve. Lily's flanked by Tristan and Sydney. Gabby, number 2, in the blue libero jersey. And number 86, Leighton Devereaux, our setter. Oh, comes back in this back corner. Darn it. All right, we're going to volley, believe in ourselves, stay calm, volley on, look for a side out here. Ball comes down in Idaho Crush's favor on Love's side of the net. All right. Catching hands.
Good foot, Chase. Good foot.
Lily checks out. Abby checks in. Gabby back to serve. Ball goes out. No. All right, match point. All right, that was match point. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to come back for a second match at 10 a.m.
Right here.
We're right here, court number 14 in the Las Vegas, Nevada Convention Center. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Absolutely.